Hello, young explorers. Welcome back to our podcast, where we discover amazing things about ourselves and the world around us. I'm Lorraine from Gracious Mountain Therapies, and today we are going on a super bouncy ball adventure. Are you ready to bounce along with me? Today's story is called The Amazing Journey of Bouncy the Ball. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I will begin. Once upon a time, in a toy box filled with all sorts of colourful characters, lived a little bouncy ball called Bouncy. Bouncy was bright red and always full of energy. He loved to bounce. He'd bounce high, he'd bounce low, he'd bounce all over the place. He even bounced in his sleep, dreaming of all the places he could explore. One sunny afternoon, Bouncy's owner, a little girl named Lily, took him to the park. Bouncy was so excited. He bounced out of Lily's hands and bounced across the green grass, under the swings, and bounced around the trees. He even made new friends with a ladybird and a butterfly, bouncing alongside them all through the park. But as Bouncy was bouncing around the park, thud! He bumped into a big rock. He bounced off the rock and rolled away, down a hill, through some prickly bushes, and even across a shallow stream. Bouncy got a little bit dirty and scratched, and he started to feel a little worried. He had never been this far away from Lily before. But then, Bouncy remembered something important. He remembered that he was a bouncy ball, and bouncy balls are made to bounce back. So he took a deep breath and bounced again. He bounced over a log, under a flower bush, and up a small hill. With each bounce, Bouncy got closer and closer to familiar sights and sounds. Finally, he saw the playground where he had been playing with Lily. Bouncy bounced as fast as he could, right back to Lily's waiting hands. She was so happy to see him. She gave Bouncy a big hug and wiped away the dirt and the scratches. Bouncy was a bit tired from his adventure, but he was also very proud. He had learned that even after getting lost or facing obstacles, he could always bounce back. And that made him feel like the bounciest, bravest ball in the whole wide world. Wow, wasn't that a great story? I know the bouncy ball affirmation. Let's say it together, explorers. I am like Bouncy the ball. I am resilient. I bounce back from setbacks. And again, I am like Bouncy the ball. I am resilient. I bounce back from setbacks. And once more, a little bit louder. I am like Bouncy the ball. I am resilient. I bounce back from setbacks. Brilliant! Now, it's your turn to be a super bouncy ball. Ask your grown-up to help you set up a little fun obstacle course, either in the home or in your back garden. You could use pillows, blankets, chairs, anything you can safely bounce over or around. Whilst you are jumping, pretend you are Bouncy the ball. When you hit an obstacle, don't worry, just bounce back and try again. Remember, every bounce makes you stronger. Here is an outdoor art activity you can do with a bouncy ball. This is a little messy, so please make sure you ask permission from your grown-up first. Get ready to bounce your way into a colourful masterpiece. Please ask your grown-ups to help you with this one. Grab some paper, some paint, and your favourite bouncy balls. Make sure you're wearing old clothes and pop down a waterproof cover over the ground so that you don't make too much mess. Place your paper onto the waterproof cover. Then, dip your bouncy balls into different colours of paint. Let the bouncing begin. Roll and bounce your paint-covered bouncy balls all over the paper. See the amazing patterns and designs that appear as the balls bounce and roll. You could even put some handprints onto the paper if you've been catching your balls. Why don't you try bouncing different sizes of balls, or using different amounts of paint, or even mixing colours on your paper? You can use a big piece of paper or cardboard to make a giant mural, or smaller pieces of paper for individual artworks. Remember, there are no mistakes in bouncy ball art, just fun and creativity. Once your artwork is dry, you can even try to identify shapes or objects that appear in the bouncy ball patterns. Do you see a butterfly? A flower? A monster? Let your imagination bounce along with your artwork. Great bouncing, explorers! Remember, just like Bouncy the ball, you can bounce back from anything. Keep exploring, keep bouncing, and keep being the amazing you. Until next time, happy exploring.